Shalom. Giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and shalom to the elect, pushing this truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. It's your brother Tabar Yakona coming at you with a real quick lesson, Lord willing, it's edifying. I was just going through the book of Job, or the first few chapters, and what came to mind was, let's go ahead and pull it up real quick. It's the book of Job, chapter 1 and verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil. Okay, so this, we'll come back to that precept, but moving down in the to chapter 3, it says, this is after the Lord, Satan, that the angels and Satan came forth toward the Most High, and the Lord asked, Satan, what have you been doing, going, and Satan replied, going to and fro in the earth, basically trying to see whom he can devour. Okay. And they basically came to an agreement of trying Job. And Job was afflicted with loss of his family, and then later was afflicted with poor health. He had boils on his skin all throughout his whole body, and even his woman told him to curse the Most High and just go on ahead and die. And which shows you the faithfulness of a woman, man. Women aren't equipped with faith. They're carnal creatures. And so it came to a moment, that's what I wanted to harp on. It came to a moment where, let's see if I can just grab it. Bear with me. Okay, yeah. It came to a moment where Job basically cursed the day that he was born. And he pretty much, a whole chapter is devoted to Job cursing himself out, man, and feeling sorry for himself. He's at a very, very trying and weak moment in his life, man. And it came to pass that some of his friends came to support him and heard what was going on. I'll read it, Job 2 and 11. Now when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that was come upon him, they came every one from his own place. Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamite, Amathite, for they had made an appointment together to come to mourn with him and to comfort him. And that's another thing why it's so important to stay close to brothers, man, even in our afflicting, trying times, even in our afflictions, man. Because we're all gonna go through shit, man. That's another. Let me grab it real quick so I don't forget it. Because it says here, um, when Eliphaz began to basically rebuke him, got on him for feeling so sorry for himself. He was basically like, man, remember your works, man. Remember your integrity throughout your whole life. And that leads to Job 1:1, which we started out with, where it says, there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil. Okay? That's the scripture. That's the scripture saying that, man. So the scriptures don't lie. So his friend Eliphaz is basically telling him, man, remember, you're perfect, And I'm not saying that we're perfect, but I'm saying in the eyes of the Lord, Job was perfect, man. And basically, Eliphaz was saying, remember what you sowed, man. And it says here, Job 4 and verse 5, but now it is come upon thee, meaning afflictions have come upon you, man. Reading up a little bit, it says, behold, thou hast instructed, verse 3, Job 4 and verse 3, behold, thou hast instructed many, and thou hast strengthened the weak hands. Thy words have upholden him that was falling, and thou hast strengthened the feeble knees. But now it has come upon thee, thou faintest. It touches thee, and thou art troubled. Is not this thy fear, thy confidence, thy hope, and the uprightness of thy ways? So he's basically saying, you got to remember the words of hope that you gave to other people. How you sowed. We'll get that in Proverbs 2 also. So like if I'm a little disjointed, but trying to sow this right, trying to bring this message through the Spirit correctly. Okay, so that it makes some sense. This is Proverbs 3 and verse 26. For the Lord Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken. Withhold not good from them to whom it is due, when it is in the power of thine hand to do it. So the point was in verse 26, for the Lord Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken, man. And we push the truth, we push prophecies, but we also push that the Lord, he does all. He sees all. He's not unrighteous to remember our labor of love, as the scriptures say. And that, as the scripture just said, man, he's our confidence, man. And so Eliphaz was saying, remember how you had confidence in the Lord, and you helped other people that were falling. Right now you're in the same position. You have to remember that for yourself as well. So any brothers that are out there dealing with afflictions, troubling times, trials, tribulation, we have to remember, as the world said, this too shall pass. As long as we have that confidence, we have to remember our confidence in the Lord, man. This is our power. The scriptures say we can do nothing without the Lord, man. We are nothing without the Lord, okay? He's the vine. We are the fruit. Okay, we are the branches. Okay? So to wait patiently upon the Lord, it's a beautiful story of Job, how long and how devastated how brought low he was. And we all know in the end, the Lord restored everything times manyfold. Okay? So that's just, just real quick. Yeah, and I'll end it on this. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same, man. So we're sowing into the kingdom. Layeth up not where moth and corruption, roughly paraphrasing. Brothers should know that let me see if I can grab it real quick. Yeah, Salakia cut off on me. This is Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt. And this world, especially the world that we live in currently, is carnal and it's wicked. It says, and where thieves break through and steal, niggas gonna take your shit in this place, man. We have no continuing city here. Matthew 6:20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. Okay, so that's that faith in the kingdom to come, man. And the faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. And the faith that that the Lord hears you and sees your works, man. So Lord willing, that was edifying to an elect member. I know it was a little all over the place, but giving all glory, honor, praises once again to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rachakodash. Shalom.